Ryan and Anna had what everyone called the perfect relationship. High school sweethearts, they were the couple everyone envied. They'd been together for 10 years, and Ryan thought they were on the verge of the next big step, marriage. He'd even bought the ring, a beautiful diamond he'd saved up for, tucked away safely in his sock drawer. But lately, something felt off. Anna was distant, always on her phone, smiling at texts she wouldn't show him. Her late nights at the office were becoming more frequent. Ryan tried to brush it off, telling himself he was just being paranoid. He trusted Anna. He had to. One evening, Anna said she was going out with her girlfriends. A girls' night out, she called it. Ryan decided to surprise her by cleaning the apartment, their shared little haven. As he was tidying up, he found her old tablet, one she rarely used anymore. He picked it up to put it away, and the screen lit up. It was open to her messaging app, synced from her phone. A new message had just come in from a contact named Mark Work. The message read, "Can't wait to see you tonight. Same hotel, room 305. Wear that red dress I love." Ryan's world stopped. His heart felt like it had been ripped out of his chest. He scrolled up. The conversation went back months. Flirty texts, secret meetings, pictures. It was all there. Mark wasn't a coworker. It was her personal trainer she'd been seeing 3 times a week. The lies, the deception, it all crashed down on him. The girls' nights, the late work meetings, it was all a lie. For a moment he just stood there, tablet in hand, the air sucked out of his lungs. He wanted to scream, to smash something, to confront her right then and there. But then, a cold, calm feeling washed over him. He wasn't going to give her the satisfaction of a messy fight. No, his revenge would be much, much sweeter. And much louder. Instead of confronting Anna, Ryan began to play the part of the perfect, oblivious boyfriend. He was more attentive than ever, cooked her favorite meals, complimented her, and listened patiently to her fabricated stories about her day. Every time she mentioned a late night at work, he'd just nod and smile, saying, "I hope you're not working too hard, babe." Inside, each lie felt like another twist of the knife, but he channeled his pain into a meticulous plan. He knew her birthday was in 3 weeks, and she was already planning a huge party. She wanted to invite all their friends and family to celebrate at their favorite fancy restaurant. It was the perfect stage for his grand finale. Ryan started gathering evidence, took screenshots of the messages. He even, with a heavy heart, hired a private investigator for a single day to get photographic proof. The Pi delivered a folder with pictures of Anna and Mark kissing passionately outside a hotel, the same hotel from the text messages. It was gut-wrenching, but necessary. He kept all the evidence in a secure folder on his computer, password protected. He also started quietly moving his most valuable and sentimental belongings into a storage unit. His grandfather's watch, his photo albums, his favorite books, and piece by piece he was erasing himself from the life they had built together. Anna, completely wrapped up in her affair and party planning, noticed nothing. Meanwhile, Ryan threw himself into helping with the party preparations. "This is a big birthday, Anna," he said with a convincing smile. "It has to be perfect. Let me handle everything." He booked the restaurant's private banquet hall, hired a DJ, and even suggested they get a large projector screen to show a slideshow of their best memories together. Anna loved the idea. She spent hours curating photos of their 10 years together, completely unaware that Ryan was creating a very different kind of slideshow. He spent his nights editing, interspersing the happy couple photos she deselected with the screenshots of her texts, and the damning pictures of her and Mark. He timed it perfectly to a sad, dramatic song. The day of the party arrived. Anna was radiant in a new dress, greeting guests with a dazzling smile. Their friends and family filled the room, everyone congratulating them on their long and happy relationship. Ryan played his part beautifully, holding her hand, kissing her cheek, and telling everyone how lucky he was. He even made a toast early in the evening. "To Anna," he said, raising his glass. "The love of my life. I have a special surprise for you all a little later." A walk down memory lane. Anna beamed, thinking of the slideshow she had so carefully prepared. As dessert was being served, Ryan took the microphone. "And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for," he announced, his voice steady. "A look back at 10 wonderful years with my beloved Anna." He gave a signal to the DJ, and the lights dimmed. The projector screen flickered to life. The first few photos were exactly what everyone expected. Ryan and Anna at prom, on vacation, laughing at a family barbecue, everyone awed and clapped. Anna squeezed his hand, a tear of joy in her eye. And then the music changed. The cheerful pop song faded into a somber piano melody. A screenshot of a text message appeared on the screen, massive and undeniable. "Can't wait to see you tonight. Same hotel room 305. A collective gasp went through the room. Anna's face went white. Before she could react, the next slide appeared, a picture of her and Mark locked in a passionate kiss outside the hotel. The room fell into a dead silence, broken only by the mournful piano music. The slideshow continued, a brutal, undeniable timeline of her betrayal. Text after text, photo after photo. Anna's parents stared in horror. Her friends looked from the screen to her, their faces a mixture of shock and disgust. Anna tried to grab the microphone, stammering, "Ryan, what is this? Stop it." But Ryan simply stepped away from her, his face a mask of cold calm. He let the slideshow play to its devastating end. When the final picture faded to black, the lights came up. All eyes were on a mortified Anna, who stood frozen in the center of the room. Ryan took the microphone one last time. His voice was quiet, but it carried across the silent hall. "The party's over," he said simply. "Oh, and Anna, the gifts are for you. Consider them a parting gift. Our lease is up at the end of the month, and I've already moved my things out. The ring I was going to give you is back at the jeweler's. Happy birthday." Then he turned and walked out of the restaurant, leaving Anna to face the wreckage of her own making. He didn't look back. The sound of her sobs and the angry, confused murmurs of the guests faded behind him. Outside, the cool night air felt like a release. He took a deep breath, the first truly free breath he'd taken in weeks. It was a brutal, public way to end things, but for Ryan, it was the only way. She had made a mockery of their love in private, so he exposed her lies in public. He had stayed quiet for weeks, but his revenge was loud, clear, and unforgettable. From that day on, Ryan started a new chapter of his life, one built on honesty and self-respect, leaving the ruins of his past behind him for good.